Before we get into the video, do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. 18-year-old Cameron Cheshire has been found guilty of murdering a former school friend, 19-year-old Jack Barry, over something so stupid as social media beef. Now, this attack happened on West Road, Hamstead in Sandwell in March of this year. Now, this crime is such a shame in every sense of the word, because it wasn't a case of an offender attacking a victim. It's a shame to say, but both people knew what they were getting themselves into, and they both patrolled the streets armed with knives. Now, we all know social media is the devil. All it takes to set someone off is for you to type something and click send. You don't know how the other person is going to take it, how they're going to react. There's no nuances, no tones, and you can't gauge what the other person meant when they type these words. Social media hyped up the one schoolmate's beef into a violence-fueled frenzy, to the point where the two boys happened to be armed with knives when they bumped into each other on a chance encounter in March 2021. Again, remember, these two teenagers, Cameron and Jack, were once schoolmates, and because of social media, they went to kill each other because they couldn't get past a past altercation. Now, West Midlands Police say this was a knife fight to the bitter end, and sadly, 19-year-old Jack Barry was the loser. Now, during the knife fight, Cameron was actually stabbed himself, so both men gave as good as they got. Now, it's horrible to imagine that these two people actually pulled out knives on each other, stood face to face, and actually confronted each other, knowing there was a real potential that one person was not going to walk away from this. Now, normal people would dread the thought and that kind of prospect, but these teenagers are so poisoned that they can't see the value in living to an old age. All this trying to prove yourself and prove who's real and who's not is just so idiotic. Shortly after the murder, and while still nursing his own stab wounds, Cameron was also arrested. Now, initially, he did lie to the police, saying that the murder was self-defense, and it was by chance he happened to reach for a knife after an unnamed person left it in the street. All I can say is, condolences to Jack Barry, but it could have very well been Cameron Cheshire who died that night also, back in March. Again, Cameron has been found guilty of murdering his former school friend. Stay safe.